Hi there, Meg Foley here. I wanted to just film this quick video on 3 of the biggest mistakes I personally have made in my journey of excellence. And I see a lot of other high achievers, top performers making these mistakes as well. So I wanted to share them with you here on this video. And this pertains to those of us who have cultivated this really amazing willpower drive that no one can touch. This thing that gets us, lets us have sleepless nights and charge the hill and do everything that we need to do to achieve the success and be the leader. And you may notice it is a great strategy, but it does come at a cost. There is a backlash to that type of effort. And in that backlash, whether it's post-performance or post-achievement, that recovery process that happens to your body, and maybe even over time, the breakdown that starts to happen in your body by working against your system rather than with it. The first biggest mistake that I've made and I see others make is waiting it out. Just accepting this as part of the process and leaning into, if you've got a high willpower process, you probably also have a high pain tolerance. So just leaning on that tolerance to pain and allowing yourself to sort of just master the discomfort or the ailments or the frequent injuries or the chronic pains that you're having, just as those are just almost like souvenirs of the effort. They show me that I pushed my edge because I'm hurting. That's how I know I pushed my edge. So the first mistake is to just accept it and wait it out. There is another way. The second biggest mistake is reading more books. Now, I will say, educate yourself. I do it often. There's a ton of amazing thought leaders out there, a ton of amazing research out there on strategies and things to enhance your personal development, cultivate, a greater mental capacity and resilience and all of those things. So reading books is great. And I have many clients I've spoken to that almost pride themselves on how many books they can read in a given year. And the problem I have seen with that is oftentimes when we blow through a lot of information very fast, to just be seeking the information, while it's great, you became a little bit smarter, it doesn't always equate to actionable change. So too often we take in all this really great information and we don't take the time to really integrate it into change for us in our lives. So just reading the books is not enough to get you there. In addition, a lot of these books will sort of generalize concepts or themes or strategies that people have found. And ultimately, we are all unique. Our bodies are unique. Our needs are unique. And if you are a high achiever, and I assume that you are, you've never been average. You've never been the normal in the population. And so a lot of the tools and strategies you may read may be comparing you to a group that isn't you. You are probably the outlier. So just reading the books isn't enough sometimes. And the third biggest mistake I have personally made, and I see others make, is this really magical / detrimental, potentially, statement: it's not that bad. Now, when I teach performance optimization to various groups or individuals, I will actually encourage them to leverage this phrase in some very specific moments. The moments when you are at your edge. So if you are a top performer and you've really pushed your edge, you likely have used this statement in those moments when your body wants to give up and you want to stop and you want to go sleep and you want to roll over and you want to whatever, give up in some way, shape, or form. By telling yourself it's not that bad, that's what allows you to go a little bit more, because you've told your system, hey, I'm okay. And your system, your body, its job, and it is really good at it, is keeping you in a homeostatic state, meaning keeping you in a survival place. You can survive this. So if you push and you live on that edge for long enough, your body will actually make that your normal. And so it will allow you to stay in that space, even if it's uncomfortable, because you've told it, it's not that bad, we're okay, we're safe. So in that sense, really great moment or phrase that you can use when you're proactively pushing your edge. Unfortunately, that phrase can happen to us, and we tend to use it when we are also hovering at a bottom that we're tolerating that we shouldn't. A level of pain, a level of discomfort, a level of maybe you're getting dis-ease or stress or lack of sleep or any number of things, and you tell yourself it's not that bad. You also are telling your system, hey, this is okay, we accept this. This is something that should be our normal. So when we're doing that, we're saying it's not that bad, when really maybe we should be asking ourselves, what if it is? That question can be scary. It's a very vulnerable question. Because if you ask that question and you're inclined to ask that question, there's a chance it actually really might be that bad. And if that's the case, then you may want to be prepared to take some action to mitigate it in some way. So telling yourself it's not that bad, if you're doing it with intent at your edge, great. But if you're doing it in a way that is keeping you or your body in a place of discomfort or pain and allowing you to tolerate something that you really don't have to tolerate, then maybe it's time to think about it from a different way and ask yourself that really hard question, what if it is? So I hope these are valuable for you. I've shared these with clients, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.